What if the reason your desires feel impossible to manifest has nothing to do with your limiting beliefs, your visualization practice, or even your spiritual alignment? What if everything you've been taught about creating your reality is missing one fundamental piece, something so simple, so overlooked, that ancient masters guarded it as their deepest secret? Tonight, I'm going to show you why your breath is the missing key to unlocking reality itself. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why most people's desires remain trapped in the realm of wishful thinking, while a select few seem to bend reality to their will. For the past decade, you've been told the same story about manifestation. Visualize your desires, feel the emotions, raise your vibration, create vision boards, repeat affirmations until they become your truth. And maybe you've tried all of this. Maybe you've spent hours visualizing your perfect life, feeling into the emotions of already having what you want. Maybe you've covered your walls with images of your dreams, spoken your affirmations in the mirror every morning, attended workshops, read books, followed gurus who promised you the secret. But here's what no one tells you. There's an invisible layer of reality that exists between your thoughts and your physical world. The ancient Vedic texts called it the pranamaya kosha, the breath body, and it's in this space where your desires either come alive or die. This isn't just spiritual theory. This is the missing piece that explains why two people can use the exact same manifestation technique and get completely different results. One person's desires flow into reality like water finding its path. The other person's desires remain trapped in their mind, never quite making the jump from thought to form. You see, your breath doesn't just keep you alive. Your breath is the bridge between consciousness and matter, between intention and manifestation, between the world inside your mind and the reality you experience with your senses. The ancient yogis discovered something that modern neuroscience is only beginning to understand. Your breathing pattern directly programs your nervous system. And your nervous system? It's the hardware that runs your reality. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine your nervous system as a radio. When you're breathing unconsciously, short, shallow breaths trapped in your chest, you're tuned to the frequency of survival. On this frequency, all you can receive are signals of danger, lack, and limitation. Your brain becomes hyper-focused on what's wrong, what's missing, what could go wrong. But when you breathe consciously, deep, rhythmic breaths that fill your entire torso, you tune into the frequency of creation. On this frequency, you receive signals of possibility, abundance, and opportunity. Your brain starts noticing synchronicities, opening doors, potential pathways to your desires. Think about it. When you're anxious, stressed, or doubtful, what happens to your breath? It becomes shallow, rapid, confined to your chest. When you breathe this way, you activate your sympathetic nervous system. Your body goes into survival mode. And in survival mode, your brain has one job: to keep you safe, not to help you create. But when you breathe deeply, slowly, from your belly, something magical happens. You activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Your body shifts into a state of rest, digest, and restore. And in this state, your brain becomes a manifestation machine. Here's the secret the ancient masters knew. Your desires don't manifest from your thoughts. They manifest from your nervous system state. And your nervous system state is controlled by one thing you can consciously change at any moment: your breath. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people seem to have this calm, grounded presence? They're not just confident, they're breathing differently. Their nervous system is wired for creation, not survival. The Tibetan monks discovered this thousands of years ago. They developed a breathing technique so powerful they called it tumo, inner fire breathing. But they didn't use it just to generate body heat in freezing monasteries. They used it to literally rewrite their brain's relationship with reality. Modern neuroscience now confirms what these monks knew intuitively. When you breathe in specific patterns, you change your brain waves. You shift from beta waves, the frequency of stress and overthinking, to alpha and theta waves, the frequencies of flow, intuition, and manifestation. Dr. Andrew Huberman's research at Stanford shows that just 4 minutes of specific breathwork can alter your brain chemistry for hours. The right breathing pattern increases GABA production, reduces cortisol, and activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive function and goal achievement. But here's where it gets really interesting. The ancient texts don't just talk about breathwork as a wellness practice. They describe it as pranayama, literally meaning life force extension. They understood that breath isn't just air moving in and out of your lungs. Breath is the carrier wave of consciousness itself. Every thought you think rides on the wave of your breath. Every emotion you feel is shaped by your breathing pattern. Every desire you hold is either empowered or weakened by how you breathe. This is why your vision boards aren't working. This is why your affirmations feel empty. This is why you can visualize all day long and still feel stuck in the same reality. You're trying to plant seeds in soil that hasn't been prepared. Your nervous system is the soil. Your breath is how you prepare it. The ancient masters called this the breath reality code. They understood that reality isn't fixed, it's fluid, and breath is the tool that allows you to reshape it. When you breathe consciously, you're not just oxygenating your blood, you're literally rewiring your relationship with possibility. You're training your nervous system to expect miracles instead of problems. You're programming your subconscious to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. But most people breathe unconsciously their entire lives. They let their breath be controlled by their circumstances, their stress, their fears, and so their reality becomes a reflection of their unconscious breathing patterns, shallow, restricted, limited. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to manifest effortlessly while others struggle for years with the same desires? It's not because they're more spiritual. It's not because they have better intentions. It's because they've learned to breathe their desires into existence. Let me ask you something. Right now, as you're listening to this, how are you breathing? Is your breath shallow and confined to your chest? Or is it deep and flowing into your belly? Whatever you just noticed, that's your default pattern, and that pattern is creating your current reality. Here's the truth that will change everything for you. Your desires aren't stuck because you don't believe in them strongly enough. Your desires are stuck because you're literally breathing them into a state of impossibility. Every time you think about what you want while breathing from a place of stress, anxiety, or doubt, you're programming your nervous system to associate that desire with danger. Your subconscious mind starts to see your dreams as threats to your survival. This is why people say manifestation feels scary. This is why you might sabotage yourself just when you're about to break through. Your breathing pattern has trained your nervous system to keep you safe from your own desires. But the moment you learn to breathe your desires from a state of calm, grounded presence, everything changes. Your nervous system starts to see your dreams as natural, inevitable, safe. The ancient masters weren't just sitting in meditation for hours because they had nothing better to do. They were literally breathing new realities into existence. They were using their breath to reprogram the fundamental operating system of their consciousness, and now you can do the same. Here's exactly what you need to do. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to practice the reality breathing technique. Lie down comfortably. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes and begin breathing so that only the hand on your belly moves. The hand on your chest should remain still. Now, breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out for 6 counts. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing your desired reality into your body through your breath. As you hold, feel that reality settling into every cell. As you breathe out, imagine any doubt, fear, or limitation leaving your system. Do this for just 10 minutes, but here's the key. As you breathe, don't try to force your desires. Don't visualize or affirm. Simply breathe as if your desired reality already exists. Breathe as if you're already living the life you want. Your breath will do the rest. Your nervous system will begin to rewire itself, and reality will start to shift in ways that will surprise you. The breath that breaks reality isn't complicated. It's simple. It's available to you right now, and it's been waiting for you to remember its power. The question isn't whether this works. The question is, are you ready to breathe yourself into a new reality?